What is up, everybody? Hola, hermanos y hermanas, bienvenidos. I am here to give you guys a recap on what the heck has been going on in March, what have I done, and what's next to do for the upcoming month. Let's get started. Let me just introduce myself. I am a first-gen graduate. I graduated with my bachelor's in psychology, and I am a Mexicana, born and raised in LA, and I'm just trying to navigate through this process of PhD applications, and I wanted to bring you guys along, share with you my journey, so maybe we can learn together, we can learn from each other, build a community, and I help you. Maybe you guys can even help me too. But I just wanted to start these videos so that I can build a community amongst other Latinas or Latinos that are out there too, and they feel that in first gen also, most importantly as well, so that we all feel supported and we all feel that, you know, we're not alone. And a lot of the times we can feel alone in this journey. It's very lonesome if you're trying to apply to a PhD program, and especially in clinical and counseling psychology, I noticed. But here we are. Without further ado, before I go on to a whole different tangent, let's just get started. Alright, so just a little disclaimer. I actually applied to PhD programs this past year and things didn't work out the way I wanted to, so I'm applying again this time around. I'll make another video of that experience if y'all are interested. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so when I decided that, okay, this is something that I want to pursue again this year to try to apply for PhD programs, I really had to self-reflect and think about, okay, what is it gonna take for me to become a strong candidate? How am I going to stand out? What am I lacking? You know, I need to like figure out what the fundamental problem is. And so I started to get involved in I started to follow a lot of Latinas PhD profiles, or PhD students that were Latinas, and they had their Instagram profiles set up and they were very informative and things like that, and I started to fill up my feed with a bunch of just that type of media. So these pages were really informative, and one of them was setting up a Zoom session, and I joined that Zoom session, and the Zoom session was basically about what to do, how to apply to PhD programs. And I said to myself, I need to get as informed, like as much as possible, because clearly I have a lot to learn. And I did learn with the previous year with applying to PhD programs. I kind of got a little taste of it, but I needed to learn from, I guess, like the experts, people that were already in the programs. So in that Zoom session, the key factor I kept hearing over and over again was get research experience. They also said to reach out to faculty, reach out to your old school. If you're already graduated, reach out to other schools, to faculty of a lab that you're interested in. And that's exactly what I did. I thought, okay, they're telling us to do this. This is what I need to do. I need to get my butt out there and start to network. At this point, I already had a decent amount of research experience and work and professional experience. So for counseling psychology, you need a little bit, it's helpful to have a little bit of like, you know, mental health experience, working in the mental health field, and most importantly, research experience. So even though I had a decent amount, I said to myself, I need to do more. I need to get my butt out there and really train myself on being a researcher and exposing myself to that research, because that's to that like the research field, because that's one thing that I knew that I was lacking, and that's the key element that you need, that's gonna stand out when you're a candidate in a PhD interview or for PhD applications. Long story short, I got what I needed from my PhD, my fellow PhD peers on the web. I took that advice and I started. So my goals for March were to reach out to faculty that I knew, or faculty that I was willing to network with, to try to work in their lab, and basically try to get a role in a research lab to build on that experience. Another goal of mine was to set my grad school list. So my goal is to apply to 10 programs, 10 to 13. And so the month of March, that was my goal, to get that list started, at least build a template and get it and do the research on these schools. So fast forward, or actually throughout that process, or in the beginning of that process, I ended up creating I bought a whiteboard. I'm a visual learner, so I need to see things clearly, like a map of everything, to kind of give me a whole vision of what I need to be expecting, what my goals should be in the next coming months. This whiteboard really gave me a sense of, I feel like it put things into place, what I should be expecting. And I feel like if you can buy yourself a whiteboard, please do so. I bought mine at Marshall's for like 10 bucks. Please buy one. It'll really help you organize everything out and kind of keep you, hold you accountable for things that you have planned and your to-do list and things like that. I got myself a planner, big huge planner, and I got myself a notebook to write down like notes that, or yeah, some like notes that I needed to know while things came up in my research to applying to grad school, things I needed to know and I needed to write it down. That was my go-to notebook. And what I wrote on this whiteboard or on my to-do list was that I had to reach out to faculty or people that were doing research, get more research experience, and set up my grad school list. That was my to-do list for the month of March. And now to give you guys an update, we are currently, it's March 31st, and what I was able to do, I reached out to a PhD student that goes to Purdue. He's actually a friend of mine, to him, and I said, hey, I'm looking for people that are doing research on at-risk youth, because that is my research interest. And I said, please let me know if there's anybody that needs any extra help or needs any assistance. I'm like very much willing to help. I need experience. Just said that. I reached out afterwards. I reached out to a previous advisor that I was helping. I was also his research assistant. He's a professor at a college in Pomona, I think, something like that. He's a professor, except he has a PhD, so it's a little different, and he does research, and he is like the CEO of this research lab. So he holds a lot of research labs in his company. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, I need more research experience. Let me know if you need any help. I am yours, basically. Like, I am here to serve. Afterwards, I got a message from my friend that goes to Purdue, and he said, hey, I might have an opportunity for you. My friend, she goes to Georgia State. She's working on her dissertation, she needs research assistance. She needs help coding for her qualitative project research. I said, yes, count me in. And it's funny because the same week my previous advisor, he got back to me and said, hey, I might have a really good opportunity for you where you can help me publish a publish an article. And I said, let's do it. I am all in. I need all the experience I can get if I'm trying to apply again to PhD applications. Another main goal that I had was to create a grad school list. So I didn't finish it yet for the month of March, but I created the list, which was the actual main goal that was on my list. So we created the list, yay for us. And I basically, you know, spilled out all of the counseling psychology programs that are out here in the US. And I put them all on a template. And what I did was, so I listed them all out on a spreadsheet. And from there, I started to organize what are the potential faculty I would want to work with, their research interests. Next column was what their deadline was of applications, so on. I can go in more, like, if you guys need help with that template too, please reach out to me and I'd be glad to send you guys my little example. And so that's what I did for the template, and I'm basically going through each school one by one doing research on them. So this is hardcore research. This is hardcore research because I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be the place that I'm going to be at for 5 whole years. This is a life-changing experience, so I have to take it really seriously in what place that I want to end up in. So I am researching, most importantly, the faculty and their research interest, and if we can align, if we align together with my research interests, yeah. So doing all these things allowed me to really put it into play that if I want to become a PhD student, I have to be one. That means doing research now, reading articles now, and just doing the work now as much as I can. Obviously, like, I'm not going to be able to take the courses and the classes, but I can learn on my own and basically manifest myself into becoming a PhD student. You know what I'm saying? To manifest it for yourself, you know? Don't just say you want to become a PhD student. Don't just say you want to get your doctorate. Be that student. Be what makes that student qualified. But that is it, everybody, on my recap for the month of March. We are still going next month. I think it's going to be still focusing on my research experience because I have like work to do for the research that I'm involved with now, and solidifying my grad school list. And I think that's pretty much it for now. And also like starting on my applications, like the accounts and things like that. But I will, you know, catch you guys up at the end of next month, fill you guys in. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Do not hesitate. We are in this together. It can be a very lonesome road, but you don't have to go through it alone. Let's make this a community. Let's be here for each other. If y'all have any other questions, you know, and other people can chime in and answer those questions as well, please do so. The floor is yours. You are welcomed. But yes, that is it for me. I will stop rambling. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love, and hasta luego. Bye.